So we will continue with the properties of fluids. So we discussed density and specific weight. Now we'll move on to specific volume. It is defined as the just reverse of that density is specific volume. That means it is defined as the volume of a fluid occupied by unit mass. That if you take 1 gram or 1 kilogram or 1 milligram of a substance, then how much volume it occupies. That we can term it as specific volume. Okay, these are all terms you are familiar with, I think. You have learned in the school classes, right? Now, next term is specific gravity. Specific gravity, or we call it as relative density. It can be defined as the ratio of a density of a liquid to the density of water. Water is taken as a standard liquid, and if it is in, okay, if it is in gas, if it is in terms of gas, we take air as a standard gas. Okay, so specific gravity is the ratio of density of a liquid to the density of water, or it is the weight of a liquid to the specific it will weight to the specific weight of water. Both are same in a way, because we know that specific weight is equal to density into g, that is rho g. So not much difference. And I said liquids, water is a standard one, and for gases air is a standard one. Now the new property, viscosity. I don't know how much you have learned it, how many of you have learned it, and how much in details you have learned it. Anyway, we will discuss it a bit more here. Viscosity. Viscosity, it's a measure of resistance to fluid flow, resistance to fluid flow, or resistance to deform under shear stress. We have learned that fluids, they continuously deform under shear stress. Here, a property which opposes the flow of these fluids, that is called viscosity. This viscosity is generally it is known as dynamic viscosity, and its unit is Newton second per meter. I can tell you once again, viscosity is the resistance, internal resistance offered by the molecules to flow, and that is viscosity. And now another term, kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity is the ratio of dynamic viscosity to the density. Why we call it as kinematic? Because it does not mention the force causing it. That is, there is kinematics. There is a difference between kinematics and dynamics. Okay, kinematics. Okay, now kinematic viscosity, and after that we will discuss compressibility. What is compressibility? Compressibility of fluids. That is the change in volume due to change in pressure. That we have heard about bulk modulus. Also, this compressibility is the inverse of bulk modulus. Compressibility is the inverse of bulk modulus. So the variation in the volume due to pressure, if it happens, the compressibility will also takes place. So we can see that most of the gases, they easily change their volume under the action of pressure, but liquids, even though the change is very small, so we usually consider it as incompressible. Liquids are incompressible and gas are considered to be compressible. So we shall move on to the next portion, that is surface tension. Surface tension. What is surface tension? The definition is, it is the tensile force acting per unit length of the surface of a liquid. Tensile force acting per unit length along the surface of a liquid is called surface tension, and the net effect is that the molecules at the surface of the liquid experience an inward force towards the bulk. That means at the surface of the molecules at the surface of the liquid experience an inward pull by other molecules below it. Such a force pulls the molecules of the interface together, and as a result contracts the surface. When these molecules from the bottom of the surface, from the bottom of surface molecules, they pull it downwards, there will be a tension or the soft surface will be under tension and they will tend to contract.